Hello Booktube! Long time no see. So I realized that I haven't posted a video in like almost a year. I had just been too busy really with work and other things to even read all the books that I wanted to, much less make videos about them, so it was a bit of a hiatus. I'm hopefully gonna be able to start making some videos again, but I don't know whether or not that's gonna be consistent or how long it'll last for, but I'm here for now, and I'm excited to be back because I did miss doing this. And I'm coming back with a TBR video for Booktubeathon, which is super exciting, because I haven't done a readathon now in a really long time. So I'm going to get right into the books that I have for the challenges. So the first challenge for Booktubeathon is to read a book with a person on the cover. A number of my books actually fit this criteria, but the one that I'm picking out for you guys to see is A Hatful of Sky by Terry Pratchett. I read the first Tiffany Aching novel like a long time ago, and then read a bunch of other random Discworld novels because I didn't really understand reading order. And now I'm finally getting around to this one because I have a copy. So, looking forward to that. The second challenge is to read a hyped book, and apparently most of the books that I've bought that are hyped are like 500 pages long, but I did find one that I thought was a reasonable length for a Booktubeathon book, and that is Old Man's War by John Scalzi. This is a sci-fi novel about a world in which once you get to a certain age you can enter the army and then potentially get your own plot of land on another planet after you're done with your service, so should be interesting. I'm also doubling up with this one with one of the other challenges, which is something about a person that's different from you. Yes, read about a character that's very different from you. So, considering that this protagonist is male and elderly and in the military and in outer space, I think we can say that he's a little bit different than me. The third challenge is to finish a book in one day. So obviously for this one I'm just going to pick something relatively short. I'm going to try to read A Dreamer's Tales by Lord Dunsany. I haven't read any Dunsany recently, and I've had this one on my Kindle forever waiting to be read, and it's not very long. This is a collection of fantasy short stories by him. I don't really know what any of them are about, but I'm looking forward to it. Next challenge is to read a book completely outdoors. I'm not entirely certain which of the books I plan to do this with, but probably one of the shorter ones because it's been really hot lately. So I'm thinking it'll probably be either The Dreamer's Tales or this next one, which also goes for another challenge, which is a book that you bought because of the cover. I don't actually buy books just because of their covers, but I bought this particular volume for its cover, and I probably would have waited to get a copy of it for a while if it hadn't been so pretty. But this is Rudyard Kipling's Just So stories, so once again, short story collection. I have not read it previously. Oh, apparently it's illustrated. I did not realize that. That's cool. So I may be reading this one outside, or I may be reading one of the others outside, we'll see. So that covers all of the challenges for me, except for the last one, which is read 7 books. So I need to add a couple of things to my list. I'm not sure exactly if these last few are going to be the ones that I do read, but this is what I'm planning on. So the first of them is The Phantom Tollbooth by Norton Juster. I, for some reason, never read this as a child, and I feel like I should have. And it shouldn't take me very long because it's a children's book. So yeah, we're going to read that one. The next one I basically know nothing about, and that is Peace Like a River by Leaf Anger. I was recommended this book by a former coworker of mine. She said it was like her favorite book or one of her favorite books, and so I saw it for like $1 at a used bookstore and I picked it up. And yeah, I don't really know anything about it, but I'm looking forward to finding out what it's about. The last one that I'm planning to read I actually have on audio, and that is C.S. Lewis's The Great Divorce, which for some reason I missed reading when I was in my Lewis phase in high school, but it's one of his shorter works, and so far as I understand it's about a man who is on a bus that takes people to heaven and hell, so should be interesting, and it's only like a 4-hour long audiobook, so I should be able to finish that one fairly quickly as well. Hopefully this means that I'm gonna finish all 7 books in the week. We'll see. Last time I did Booktubeathon I got through 6.5 of my books and I was just so close. But I did a page count for it, and altogether It's about 1,500 pages, so I'm going to be reading like 220 pages a day in order to finish it up. That's counting the audiobook as pages instead of as hours, because yeah. Let me know what you're reading for the Booktubeathon, if you've read any of these before and what you thought of them. Looking forward to hearing from you guys, and looking forward to doing the Booktubeathon with you all. Talk to you again later. Bye.